Well, Glyn Hodges, Rochdale coming up this Saturday, one of those teams that were always a steady member of the Football League, and we had to overcome on our rise up in terms of when Wimbledon were playing. Character building for you in time?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you always remember the battles we had at Scotland and at home, but they've done well, and they're still at Scotland and still producing good players. I think they've got some young ones who have sold on, and there's some young ones coming through. So obviously doing something right, but looking forward, it's another opportunity to get them 3 points.
In the last month, of course, they were beaten 6-0 at last week's opponents, Peterborough United, but then they go to Old Trafford, get a draw, and then only go out on penalties to Man United. So how are we setting up for them?
Well, I mean, it's been a good week really. We've had the game on Tuesday, so I didn't have so many players on the Tuesday to train, but still got some decent work into them. And all we're doing is I'm just making things clear. I just want a bit of no grey areas. They know exactly what's expected of them, and I did a lot of work on it today, and we'll continue to finish off the bits and pieces tomorrow.
Of course, the last time we faced them, 4-3, 7-goal thriller up at Scotland. Can you see any of those characteristics still within this new side that we've got?
I don't see why not. I think we've got goal scorers there. We've got Marcus is now free from suspension, so in a good goal scorer in vain. We know what Pigs can do. We've seen in the past how many goals he gets. He needs to get some goals under his belt as well. So we've got goals from everywhere, and we just create the chances and take them.
We've got a run of 3, possibly even 4 games coming up that could really shape our season. How are you looking at it in terms of what lies ahead of us now?
You know, it's a big week. I think even the Orient game at home, it's the Elysian.com trophy, but that's something we want to progress in. We didn't have the best of starts, so 2 home games followed by a game away from Southend and then Burton away. We'll be aiming to take as many points obviously as possible.
When you sat down and properly digested the Peterborough United game, did it give you a lot of food for thought for the training ground this week?
It did, yeah. I mean, even the first half, I know we're saying we gave it 2 halves and we came back, but the first half, I mean, Paul Asu's not one across, maybe because he could have scored, and there was a couple of things. So, there was still some good play. We could have easily taken the game. We could have took the lead, but the spirit to come back again as always. But the challenge is sometimes it's easy to play when you're 2-0 down at 0-0 Saturday from the first minute. Can we take the game to them as we did on Peterborough?
Very exciting with the attacking play, but have you perhaps got to tighten up just a bit of the back?
We've done a lot of that, yeah. Done a lot of defending this week. Every day we've done some defending and done some defending again today. So I think it maybe not something that will hopefully change overnight. It's just refreshing them and keep working with them. So it will be something that will be ongoing while I'm in charge.
Of course, you went to the London Senior Cup tie in midweek. It was good for the youngsters to get that win under their belt, and that's important in terms of building their confidence.
Yeah, I mean, it was good because we were able to get the loan players back. Rudy, Zach, Ruben, they all came back and looked very sharp and fit, and probably looked the fittest out of the lot. And the ones who hadn't played, Kyrans, Woodies, and Mitches. You could see that, so it was valuable for everybody involved. It's nice that they can come back and play. That's the good thing about the youth loans. They can be at another club, but they can come back to their parent club. So, if we can stay in that competition, then there's more games for them and more games around me and the first team staff.
Team news, you've already said, of course, Marcus Force is back. He's served that suspension. How's he looking? Is he looking good on the training ground?
Yeah, no, he's looking sharp. He's looking sharp, and so we've done some extra finishing as well. So we're working with the defenders. We're working on every element we do. We do some extras at the end of every session, and planning and preparing, and as I say, he's looking as sharp as he was.
So definitely ruled out, of course. It's obviously Ryan Delaney can't play in this fixture, and Adam Roscoe. How's Michael Falevi?
Well, Michael Falevi trained today, and then he's just missed the last bit at the end. He's come in, but I think it was a precaution. So we'll know more tomorrow. But I think he's just sometimes just got to wrap them up in cotton wool so they're fit for selection. But he got what we need to get out of the session. I think he got what he needed.
Anything else to report?
No, not really. Just looking forward to first home game in charge, and hopefully the fans back us. So they did at Peterborough. It was a really enjoyable experience, although on the end of the result. But as I've said, there's signs there. So can we make it a positive weekend?
Absolutely. Glyn, best of luck Saturday.
Thank you.